Did you know that there are things in our environment that universally trigger our emotion of joy? Hi, it's Valerie here again, and let's have some fun. Have you ever heard of a lady called Ingrid Fettel Lee? I came across her on TED Talks, and her talk was called Where Joy Hides and How to Find It. Now, Ingrid got me thinking, and the first thing that I realized is what screwed me up is the idea that there's an emotional scale. So the one that we're at the top, you get contentment and then happiness and joy and then bliss, that kind of thing. Well, I was chasing happiness like a dog chases its tail. And if by any chance I did feel it for a while, I always felt that it was going to disappear and I'm waiting for the other shoe to drop. We can achieve happiness, but how about if we come at it from a different direction? Instead of thinking of emotional scale, let's think of happiness as how good we feel over a period of time. And joy could be that brief but intense feeling of pleasure that makes us giggle or dance, or as we say, jump for joy. When you see a body reacting to the intensity of joy, there's no doubt in what that person is feeling. The beauty of seeking joy in your life is that joy is not limited to any age, gender, or ethnicity. Though team sports takes you through that roller coaster of emotions, there certainly are moments of joy there. And if you've ever sat at the games, you know that it's both the players and the fans that get to enjoy that experience. I also think that team sports brings touches in us, touches the child in us, and we all feel freer when we're in a group like that. Now, my challenge as an introvert is to get out into the world because it's out in the world that we find the things that are most joyful. And they're joyful to almost all of us. Now, we know that there are universal visual cues that trigger our feeling of joy. Now, the obvious thing is color. The one thing I hadn't really thought of is that shape is also significant to triggering the pleasure centers of our brain. For us, round things feel safer, and angular things are associated in our brain with fear and anxiety. Who can look up at the sky at a hot air balloon or ride in one without feeling joy? I can't. It amazes me. Now, if we can identify what things in our environment cue us to that joyful feeling, we can search them out. We can look for them. And you know what excites me even more than the circle is images with arches and curves. And it's not a circle yet, it's not complete, and that in itself fills me with excitement. So what else excites the pleasure centers of our brain? Well, number. If we were to look at one thing, it may not give us a great hit, but if there's numbers, one balloon as opposed to um, 10 balloons or 1,000 balloons being let off at some special event, you know what the impact of the number has. I could go on with what brings me joy, but the question here, the important question, is what brings you joy. And if you stop worrying about your level of happiness and just start paying attention to the things that float your boat, the things that excite you, in the moment, right now, today, never mind about the future, where can I see or feel joy today? And that is my secret to happiness. Maybe your moment of joy will come from the baby animals, the baby bunny, maybe from the sun breaking through the clouds, or the day that you go out and play with bubbles, or maybe sending a lantern up into the sky. Your joy may come from creating something new that you've never done before, or maybe you just want to go out and have a piece of chocolate cake. Today I enjoyed making this video, and I certainly hope that you enjoyed watching it.